Hi guys, welcome back. This is a video on task number one. Task number one is where you're creating either a book or a poster to show me that you have all the factoring skills down. So what you're seeing right here is the factoring poster. It's one piece of paper, one side only, nothing on the back. If you write really small, really pretty small writing, this is probably the way to go. The factoring poster has a title at the top, your name. It's broken down into 4 main parts. The first part should be difference of perfect squares and perfect square trinomials. And again, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 big rectangles. The first rectangle is difference of perfect squares and perfect square trinomials. I have a section where I can explain what a difference of perfect squares is. So that's where you're going to kind of want to express, hey, what does a difference of perfect squares look like? What are the steps to factor it? And maybe how do I go about maybe checking my answer? Come up with 2 good examples for difference of perfect squares. A good place to find those examples obviously would be notes, homework, review sheets, textbook if you have your textbook with you. But you can just go right back to all the notes that you've taken from me. So difference of perfect squares is 8, 7. Perfect squares trinomial is also 8, 7. I would like 2 examples of that one and 2 examples of this one. This one also has an area for explaining what is a perfect square trinomial. Hint, hint, trinomial, where difference of perfect squares is a binomial with that subtraction sign in the middle. Again, there's an area for examples and where you check your own answer. Examples, check your own answer. The next one is trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c. Those are our more basic form trinomials where the coefficient is 1 in front. You're going to have an explanation of some type, and there are really 4 types to this. One where the signs are plus plus, where the sign's negative plus, where the sign is plus negative, and where the signs are negative negative. And each one kind of has its own flair and style. If you look at the review sheet you're doing this week, I gave you one of each variety. Please don't use those exact examples. Go back to your notes and homework and pick from that area. So I want 4 examples. I'd like an answer check for each one where you're checking your work. And each example you must show all the steps on how you factored it. Maybe the X method, maybe the method where you write the little M over the top, kind of what I showed you in my videos. The next rectangle, I did the 4-term polynomials. And again, you can go in whatever order you want. Here's where your explanation goes. You're going to do 2 complete examples showing all work and everything. And then your answer checks. Answer checks are important. And last but not least, on your poster, trinomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. This is that one where you're splitting the middle term. So you're going to share how you know it's this style, how do you tackle this style with words, maybe some good details and explanations. 2 examples would be great, and then an answer check and another answer check. Notice there are 12 examples. Notice every single one requires you to factor, show work. All of them require explanations. You can do 1 explanation for that group. 1 explanation for that group. Or if you have another way that you would like to explain it maybe individually, you're welcome to do that as well. So this is what your poster looks like. The book is exactly the same. Here's the book. So rectangle 1 of your poster is just page 1 of your book. So page 1, you have examples for difference of perfect squares and perfect square trinomials. So again, you have explanations, examples that have been factored, answer checks. Same with difference of perfect squares. Page 2 and page 3. Page 2 is trinomials of the form x squared plus bx plus c. 4 examples with all work shown. explanations at the top, answer checks involved. Page 3 was the 4-term polynomial. Explain what that is, explain how you factor it, maybe talk about the Punnett square will be important. Create 2 examples, actually factor them, and check your answers. I would assume most people are going to pick the book just because you have a lot more space to show me what you know. And the last page is that trinomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. You're going to put your explanations here, and you have 2 examples, and you're going to do your answer check. And again, this is where you split that middle term, and then you use the Punnett square. Hint, hint, those are probably things that should go in your explanation. And last but not least, I would say give this rubric a good read. Anything is green is expert level. That's what I'm looking for. The highest grade is a 28 unless you're showing me something crazy, crazy good, and then it's going to be 30 out of 30. Anything is blue, you're a practitioner, you're still doing great, you have a B. So these are the things I'm looking for content-wise: understanding, strategies, reasoning, communication. This is the rubric I'm using to grade the poster that you give me. And then right here we have apprentice level. That's a solid C grade of 22 out of 30. These are the things that a grade of C would earn. And notice the little caveat down here. It says if a student earns a score below 25 out of 30, which is B, they will be encouraged to redo their poster and book for a higher grade. Remember, there's a higher purpose for this book. This is a resource that you can use throughout your high school education. Factoring is a process that's important in every single math class. You cannot escape it. So why not leave my class with this amazing tool to help you in the future? Because math is there. You can't escape it. So go through the rubric. Again, you only need 1 single slice of paper, nothing fancy, no glue sticks, no scissors, no staplers, no anything. I just want to see the depth of your knowledge. I want great explanations. I want good examples. I want all work shown. And I want an answer check for every single one. And you can find a lot of examples all over your notes and homework. Good luck. I look forward to seeing some amazing creations out there. Bye.